So, what's up, Amy?
Hey, Chris. What's up?
Sorry, I'm just messing around. So, welcome to Terranovafitness, and we're going to do a little conversation. It's about raising your standards to get the new lifestyle or body you want. So, really our obsession here at the gym is like pattern recognition. So, what are the people that are getting what they want and sustaining it, doing that the ones who are kind of back and forth and yo-yoing or not doing it? One of those things is clearly defining and raising their standards. Because again, I've been coaching close to 10 years, and without a doubt what I've noticed is people don't do what they want to do or what they should do. They do what they must do. I give the example, we have a lot of parents here. Sometimes parents don't want to pick up their kids at school, right? They just don't. But it's a must. It's a standard they live up to, okay? So if you do not clearly define your standards, you're basically going to drift off course from the winds of circumstances or your moods. Because what happens when you don't want to do something? You're not going to do it. So I'll share two of my standards. One is I meditate every single day without exception. Like, I tell everybody this, and it doesn't matter the weather, the circumstances. The world can be ending and I'll still meditate. So if you've ever been coached by me, you'll notice that I do a lot of wacky, funny, kind of like weird stuff, almost like a little kid. And I'm usually in a great mood all the time. I'm laughing for no reason. And yeah, it's really true. It actually really is. And that comes from like this deep sense of presence, this grounded energy that I have, okay? It's almost like I'm creating the own weather in my head. The other thing is, I don't tolerate negative self-talk for more than 30 seconds. So a challenge with new people that come in a lot of the times is eating a new healthy lifestyle. If they have one little misstep, they beat themselves up, and a lot of negative self-talk, right? So yeah, and you get what you tolerate. So I know that you've been running more than ever. So Amy's doing a marathon, and she over the years texts me, how many miles she's doing. And I've been seeing way more mileage than ever right now. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I have set a goal to run my very first marathon this December. And I've told everybody, Chris, my friends, my family, and I have a plan where I have to put in, like Chris said, a lot of miles.
Yeah. More
More miles than I've ever done. And I know that if I don't put in those miles, if I don't put in those workouts, I could end up hurting myself or just not running the marathon. And that means that on those days where I have to get up really early in the morning, it's dark, cold, I gotta get out there. Or if it's hot, I gotta get out there.
Yeah.
And I just remind myself when I'm having those days where I'm just not feeling like it, how I'm gonna feel after the marathon comes and goes. I will not have run it, and I'll have let a lot of people down, my friends and family, and worst of all, myself.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to be that person who beats herself up just because I didn't feel like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, ask yourself, what are your standards when it comes to self-talk? When it comes to eating, shopping, when it comes to exercise, fitness, what are your standards? And if they're not clearly defined, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to drift off course. Because again, what happens when the stars aren't in perfect alignment, the circumstances aren't the way you want them, when you're not in the best mood? You're not going to do it. You will live up to your standards and what you declare as a must. So again, this is something we work with all of our clients and members here, asking them to raise their standards, define them, share them like Amy and I have done. So it kind of creates pressure for you to kind of like live up to that identity. And then check-ins. What we do is weekly and daily accountability check-ins, because if, there's something Dan Hardy says, if you don't have daily injections of accountability, the best ships will drift off course. So raise your standards and then step into a new lifestyle.
Awesome.
Sweet. Want to do like a cheesy high five?